Well, good evening once again, everyone. It's Steve and Bill in my II blog.
Yeah, otherwise known as Bill and Steve, or
Bill and Steve.
Steve and
Bill. Good health.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to be smoking a Por Larranaga. That's how you say it. It's exclusive to Asia Pacifico. We were both gifted these by a good friend of ours, who met us at the coffin last week. We're in the puffin tonight, but it was the coffin last week, and our friend Space Monkey travelled all the way from, no, not space, got all the way from Boston to see us. Well, pretty close on the last
I
bit
know.
of it.
And how you managed to get a couple of Cuban cigars from Boston, we've no idea.
Deal with no eyes.
You're quite right, you kidding, huh?
There we go anyway. We're just starting it off once again. Haven't even had this to my nose. We've no idea where he got them from. Any idea? Did he speak to you about where he got them from, Bill?
I think he got a gift from someone else, but however, he kind of gave us two of what he had. So thank you for having a nice evening with him. Yeah, smoke cigars obviously. We're on the Larranaga. This is probably our third or fourth blog. We're probably getting really professional at this. I figured out how to light the damn things easy. We just realised we've got to cut the heads off on the occasion. It helps a bit, but we're speaking rubbish. But anyway, the Larranaga is supposedly a mild to medium strength cigar. Flavours, perhaps we'll find out as we go along with these ones, because they're limited edition ones. 2007 apparently. So we're just going to have a wee go and see how we go. So,
Well, just while you were having a wee blather there, I just took just the finest little piece off the end. Absolutely nothing, just like a shaving. Look at that. A wee shaving, not even you might say the cap, but just a shaving off it. And I tell you, the draw is magnificent.
well, funny you should say that. I was thinking perhaps because the cigar seems extremely firm. Very little sponginess about it. Which probably suggests slightly it's either packed with tobacco, which I wouldn't really expect it to be stuffed completely. But being firm, I thought it's probably got a decent draw through there. So I'm going to use a punch to cut my one tonight, as opposed to the old guillotine.
Punch to cut a Por Larranaga.
Yeah.
Well,
Forgive me while I mess around with the end of this thing.
Okay.
Back and see in a minute.
back in it. Okay, and just clip the ends. Billy's give his a punch, as he says. And just the first taste, I'm getting a bit of a little spicy in the end of the tongue. A little tingle.
That wee hole there is probably just enough, rather than cut the whole end off. So I recommend if you get your hands on some of these, that's the way to go.
Well, I'm not hanging around tonight. Straight in. Construction looks great. Nice sort of lighter than milk chocolate sort of colour, more a karamaki kind of light coloured chocolate.
Yeah.
Wrapper, I would say. Nice firm construction, easy draw. Get a thing lit up and get it going.
Never sure if you get such a thing as a half strength cappuccino without the sprinkle head chocolate, but that's what it's like. It's like very, very mild cappuccino flavour.
You getting the spice again on the tongue? No, really.
Not enough to say that it's noticeable. Obviously, it's I'm not getting it. It's often as I should. But I think I've messed around with the end of that enough.
Long enough.
It's time to go where I like.
Get in.
See how we go. Strange enough, you blather in there and you're lighting, didn't light a cigar. The aroma isn't striking as such as I was expecting. Very kind of creaminess.
Got quite a bit of spice up the nose there from the smoke, the after smoke, as you might say.
You know about that.
The Por Larranaga was one of the first ones was the Petite Corona that I tasted, and I was gifted that as well. Actually, the very first one I tasted, that was back in Barcelona some 5 years or so ago as well. And the actual sort of profiles I got from that were like sweet caramel, quite a sweet cigar. So I'm hoping I get that kind of things off of this here. Bill's in, so let's see what the first puffs are. What are they doing?
It's like you've spilled cream on a tablecloth. A bad habit of mine. If you spilled cream in a tablecloth and you've just a linen tablecloth and you get down there and you want to just I'm getting linen and cream. That's what I get initially.
Didn't quite expect it to be so like spicy. I'm getting quite a spiciness through it.
Yeah. I'm just getting extremely mild, just this creaminess. Sometimes get the linen effect from a whiskey, and that sounds strange as well.
Oh well, excuse the fire alarm again.
Smoke alarms in a smoke shack, eh? Clever idea. Hey, we're Aberdonians, we're daft, that's what we do. Anyway, we're talking about the flavours of this thing, and I just don't keep eating this. It's a wonderfully creamy cigar. Oh, the sun's just came out, guys. He's turned the lights up, the stingy. Again, Aberdonian, thrifty, turns the lights down when I don't need them. Back when I need them. Likes being in profile. Right, we're going on with this cigar. You still getting that spicy notes?
No. It must have just been the initial things, the spiciness must have just been the initial notes that we got. Now I've just got this cream. It's like
just cream, just
massive cream.
Mild cappuccinos are mild anyway, just this mildness of coffee, creaminess, and it's got the creamy texture as well as the flavour in your mouth. It isn't a drying cigar. It's just a coat in your mouth.
I got what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. You maybe say gummy in it. When you look at an envelope, but the gumminess and you lift your mouth a wee bit.
It makes your mouth water as opposed to really dries it up.
Just cream in it in a stick.
Definitely.
Incredible.
No, it's not the exact profile that I would have expected out of the poor Larranaga, but I mean, let's face it, it's oh gee, it's just cream. Porridge and cream. There you go. That's what I'm getting. Porridge and cream. What a beautiful cigar. Absolutely lovely cigar for it started.
Linen made from porridge.
Linen? Well, Linen might have made porridge, but I'm not sure she's linen and porridge. But
yeah, but you're right. It's like I said, linen whiskey. There's sometimes a lininess comes through in a whiskey. Some brands away. We're not going to go on about whiskey, but I did say that linen whiskey barley.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Porridge, maybe a cereal coming through there, so you're getting the porridge.
Yeah, definitely getting the porridge thing.
Understand, yeah.
Might just be the cream thing as well, but no. We'll take 5 and we'll get back to you. We'll smoke an inch or so into this and we'll come back to you with any thoughts that we pick up in a way.
Yep.
Catch you soon, buddy.
Thanks.
All the best. Excuse us having a wee munch. We're just having a cheese and oat cakes. It's a party of oat cakes, I think. Bill's on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Fine. Creamy blue cheese.
We'd like to mix it much a wee bit.
Compliments what else is going on.
Make life a little interesting.
We nip on a Marston's pedigree chum for all your nice chums.
Remember just mention a Murphy's Irish Stout.
Oh, frothy one.
I'm not going to say what we want to mention. I'm sure we did. My anxiety.
No.
I'm smoking a Robusto size cigar.
Of course.
And it is around about at least 48, if not 50 ring gauge.
Yeah.
And Robusta length.
5.
Yeah, and the draw is maintaining itself. It's a wee bit of resistance with the punched end. Any more than that, I think it would just be too easy to draw. It just gives you enough in your mouth to give you that little bit of fight. Because if it's too easy, then it gets a bit boring. You feel you've got a whole bucket of it, but you feel you've got a cigar in your mouth, it's fine. But my cigar maybe is in the dry side. I did say it was a bit firm early doors, but when it's starting to crack a wee bit, it shouldn't affect the cigar at all. But it's there anyway, and it can help notice it if you're smoking. But it is a put me off. It's still smoking okay. It's sort of evening itself out as a look. So not a disaster, but
The ash fell off.
a couple of points off, but it might not be the cigar's fault, maybe because it's been travelling a wee bit. So we can't really say that the construction's naff because we don't know where they've been, to be honest with you. We've got them as a gift.
I mean, they still took him across with him as well. I mean, obviously, they're hanging around a wee while, maybe in his honey then. It's a bit too much moving around, maybe. Not long, not patient enough, but
it's still a cracking cigar. It's just.
my ass just fell off. I didn't even notice, don't man. A lap.
I'm not sure they expect them to be so mild. And maybe the mix of an Irish stout and these things are maybe the best match, but I think it's quite a good match, to be honest with you. It's almost like oysters and Guinness. Oh. Yeah.
I was going to buy oysters today.
Oh, yeah.
Just reminded me. Yeah, I saw them down at Tesco there, sitting there.
It's not too late, you know.
I was going to have, pardon me, I was going to have some oysters tonight. I really, really was. I totally forgot. I knew there was something I was going to do before I came up and picked up Bill. Pop in and buy and get half a dozen oysters. Damn, would have been fun.
Yeah. It's every bit as good as the oysters. I mean, having the beer and the cigar, I mean, it's a great combination. I'm going to the London Pride there. It's a bit of type beer, ruby ale. I would expect it to be slightly more lively than the Murphys that I'm drinking. And I'm going to see how it mixes with the cigar once I digest this wee bit of blatty I had. But we put it in maybe a wee bit too quick because we're only just into the first third, and we thought we'd come back in the second third, but however, thought we'd just get
pleasant cigar, lovely, pleasant starter cigar. I love it. Great size. Same thing again though, we've got our old bandos there, or banditos, second band. I'll take that off now because it is already beginning to get in my nerves, so that's that gone.
Well, I'm going to leave mine just to see how
Oh,
the
you
cigar...
tucked it inside, eh?
Just to see how it fares, because it might just save the cigar from splitting completely. I'm just going to leave it there meanwhile till I need to take it off. Meanwhile, back to back here.
See you in a minute.